Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. I am Darshana. We are discussing the poem Enterprise by Nizam Ezekiel. Let us start from the title Enterprise. The word enterprise normally means any activity undertaken with courage and dare. In this poem, a group of energetic or enthusiastic people termed here as pilgrims undertook the pilgrimage with some aim. They stood courageous and decided to set an adventurous or metaphorical journey to achieve a specific goal. The entire poem is about the activities that took place in the journey, and the journey is reflective of the journey of life. Thus, the title acquires a wider meaning than just a journey or pilgrimage. First of all, I read the poem, then I will explain you. It started as a pilgrimage, exalting minds and making all the burdens light. The second stage explored but did not test the call. The sun beat down to match our rage. We stood it very well, I thought. Observed and put down copious nods on things the peasants sold and bought. The way of serpents and of gods. 3 cities where a sage had taught to, but when the differences arose on how to cross a desert patch, we lost a friend whose stylish prose was quite the best of all our batch. A shadow falls on us and grows. Another phase was reached when we were twice attacked and lost our way. A section claimed its liberty to leave the group. I tried to pray. Our leader said he smelt the sea. We noticed nothing as we went, a straggling crowd of little hope, ignoring what the thunder meant. Deprived of common needs like soap, some were broken, some merely bent. When finally we reached the place, we hardly know why we were there. The trip had darkened every face. Our deeds were neither great nor rare. Home is where we have to gather grace. In the first stanza, it started as a pilgrimage, exalting minds and making all the burdens light. Here, the poet says that he here means that poet, along with other people, went on a pilgrimage. All of them were highly enthusiastic and energetic. Their minds were full of joy and excitement for the pilgrimage. This energy, vigor, and excitement made the burden of troubles very light and easy. They felt so energetic and think they can easily overcome all the burdens and troubles. Here, the word burden means the physical, metaphorical burden of care, poverty, etc. Whatever presents as a burden grows light here. They become what they are not. They become the opposite of what they are. This was the first stage of their pilgrimage. I already told you that this was not a simple journey. It was a metaphorical one that relates to one's life journey. So we can compare this stage to the early youth of man, in which he is quite innocent and unaware of the problems and failures of adulthood. With this enthusiasm, energy, vigor, they enter the second stage of their pilgrimage. Here, not the lines, the second stage explored but did not test the call. The sun beat down to match our rage. Yes, the second stage of their journey was full of troubles and difficulties. Initial exaltation yields to a recent exploration of their beliefs and of the call to pilgrimage. Here call is in inverted comma. Here call is on one level, the call to pilgrimage. While on a second level, that is second stage, the call is to a direction of participation in life or path through life. They did not test or challenge the call, nor pilgrim challenge the purpose and value of life. The sun that symbolizes harshness of nature was burning hot. This intense heat brings down the fire of enthusiasm that was burning in them, but it failed to destroy their energy. The innocence that they had in the first stage has gone in the second stage of their journey. In the second stanza, we studied very well. I thought, observed and put down copious notes on things the peasants sold and thought. Yes, the lines here. The poet says that they succeeded well in facing all the difficulties coming in their way. On their way, they kept themselves busy by noting down the things sold and bought by the farmers. That means they observed and noted down all the activities going on in their way. Look at the lines, students. The way of serpents and of gods, 3 cities where a sage had taught. Yes, they continued their journey. They also noted down the ways of snakes and goats. Also, they made a description of 3 cities in which they passed, where a hermit was teaching lessons, but they did not notice the moral messages that he conveyed to the villagers. Here, poet explains how people get distracted from their goal when they are on the journey of their life. They waste their energy in doing useless things. The word serpent means snakes. The phrase serpents and gods imply good and bad things in life. People in their lives become busy in both good and bad things from these words. We can understand that. Look at the lines here. But when the difference arose on how to cross a desert patch, soon they reached a stage where differences of opinions arose among them. They reached near to a desert and argued about how to cross the challenging landscape or desert. Yes, we lost a friend whose stylish prose was quite the best of all our batch. A shadow falls on us and grows. Here in this point, one of the members of the group who wrote the most stylish prose and was intellectual left the group and went his own way. Thus, a shadow of discord or disappointment fell onto the group or their enterprise. Here, enterprise means their metaphorical journey, and this discord continued to grow. This weakened the strength and integrity of the pilgrimage as members lost their unity and began to think in a different ways. Students, we completed 3 stanzas here. We have to discuss 3 more stanzas to be continued in the next session. Hope all of you understand this session. There is a homework for you. Write a summary of the first 3 stanzas of the poem Enterprise. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.